Yo, yo, with Content is King, you are looking at royalty. Views from the 22. We are back once again. We're going to keep being back as long as this good season is going on. Hey, man, happy sports equinox for tomorrow, pre-sports equinox, Equinox Eve. Every major sport in America is going to be going on live on Monday.
Hmm.
Reach that moment. So now I don't want to hear nobody complaining about what sport you like the best. You got a little bit of something for everybody now. Now this is a sports buffet, as I would like to call it. But once again, welcome. Yeah, I'm Drop J Fade Away Perfect. Minded my tax bracket per usual. But it's only right that I tell you that I'm minding my tax bracket in hopes that I can motivate others to mind their tax bracket. Stop. Let's go. Let's normalize talking about stuff that's within your tax bracket. If it's not within your tax bracket, trust me, you have no idea what's going on for real. You'll never know either. It's just
It's
best
true.
to stay where you at.
It's
Like
true.
on Matrix who ate the steak and said ignorance is bliss. Just eat the steak. For real. So with that, Mo, talk to us.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
hey, listen, my favorite bar of the week, and I was listening to some bars this week. Pulled out the Jay-Z playlist again,
Okay.
as my hustler spirit is reinvigorated.
Mm.
Uh, but my favorite bar is if content is king, you are watching royalty. That might be. Listen, when we start having national commercials,
Yes.
that's gonna be the tagline.
Hey.
That is beautiful, and that just shows you we the frequency is there, and when the
Yeah.
frequency is there,
That's her.
yeah, man. We got the historian somewhere in the background. He might join us.
Salute to
Germ
him.
So True is making his way. Germ out here hustling, man. Germ don't get home till most people wake up. So the fact that he's here just shows A, his dedication, B, his enthusiasm, and C, he's the GM. He's got to be it.
So,
Somebody got to drive the boat.
I'll just go ahead and put it out there, y'all. Germ is a superhero. There I said. Okay. Hey, I couldn't hold it in no more, bro. I know just gotta let people know, man. This man fights crime at night. So y'all see him doze off a little bit, have some grace. He probably saved a woman from getting her purse snatched. Okay.
Listen,
He like a
first of
cross
all,
between Incredible Hulk and Professor X.
so
Somewhere in there.
so this right here is a classic instance of I thought I had Saturday off and then I got some call offs and then it was not so fast, my friend. So I ended up there longer than I would have been if I just had a went to work to begin
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
with.
Yeah.
You ain't fooling us.
So, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I just would like this to be a moment where I say, always trust your gut because sometimes it's not just bad grits. Um, with that being said, that's the type of time we on this morning. Real deal,
Listen.
Holyfield. You got the clouds in the background.
Look,
Is this thing on?
all of that, bro. Like, yo, man, hey, you missed the whole spiel, man. I'm just out here minding my tax bracket
Hey,
and
listen.
and keeping the mucus out my body. That's all I'm doing.
Well, maybe I should change my name to Al K. Line now. All right.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
I
Now,
love it. I 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 love
so
the energy, man. I love the energy.
Hey,
you
man,
know,
this is gonna be one of these shows because I'm gonna tell you these games ain't worth a damn. Spoiler alert.
No, but as always, we got heat.
Yeah,
We got heat,
but
regardless.
if you know what I'm saying, bend your ears a little bit, you might get some bread up out of this because this is a layup
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Should we
Agreed.
um,
about gambling with the never
and,
mind, I ain't gonna mind my tax.
and I want y'all to realize something. Me and Mo have not talked all week. So any telekinesis that goes on, me and Mo MJ have
Yeah,
not talked all week.
we have
Anything that
not.
goes on, this is something that y'all need to respect. Y'all just need to say, these guys are just good. I don't want to hear anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear. I don't wanna, listen.
Hey, it's rec league vibes, man. We just show up.
But it's funny because that's one reason why we want to go fast is because me and Jerm got to put some parlays together before the kickoff.
There you go. There you go.
Because
And it's tight end day. It's tight end day.
and it's
So don't
tight
forget.
end day, and it's tight end day, which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about. Shout out to the historian. He got some gems sent my
Absolutely.
way about the tight ends.
Absolutely. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Happy National Tight End Day, which means bet on at least 4 tight ends for your parlay.
Hey, I'm betting on 9.
Bet on 9 if you're
Bro, stop playing.
I'm betting on 9. We had 15 guys score touchdowns last year on National Tight End Day.
We did.
Bro, why did I put a parlay in for 9 tight ends?
See, you see how that works?
You know,
See how that works?
Yo, stop playing, bro.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, yo.
So we are going to show some appreciation to that position. It's the one position in which they're too small to be blockers, they're too slow to be receivers, yet they're so important because they do both.
Yes.
And the way they're able to extend the field down the middle, be the quarterback's safety valve, and all while probably getting 20% of the looks in the offense, and that's if you're like Hall of Fame caliber. It's just nothing short of just the unselfishness that it takes to play that position. So we salute you guys, tight ends.
Yeah.
We don't overlook you. It's just, wide receivers need their attention, so we got to get after them. Running backs need their money, so we got to get after them. Quarterbacks are too valuable from a position standpoint, so we got to get after them. And none of this happened without the blockers, so we got to get after them. And you kind of are all in the middle of all of that and just not saying a word and just serving. So salute to you.
I also think you gotta, as much as we talk about quarterbacks and centers and all that good stuff, we got to keep in mind a lot of times the tight end is the second or third smartest person in the offense. In some situations, he might be the smartest.
Yeah.
In rare situations like Greg Olsen, for example, not to take away anything from Cam, but you see the knowledge of the game that Greg Olsen has. Rob Gronkowski. Have y'all ever watched Old School? The movie with Will Ferrell. You remember when they did the trivia thing or the Jeopardy thing, and Will Ferrell just turned into a beautiful mind? That's Gronkowski when he talks football. Like if you listen to him talk football, he knows, he understands everything that's going on. As much as people talked about Julian Edelman in that offense, Gronk has a greater football mind than anybody in that offense, with the exception of the greatest football mind of all time, arguably. So I think that's one thing that we really got to highlight is sometimes tight ends have to be the second or third smartest because they got to know so many things. Like if a tight end is running an option, not only does he have to be aware of what the people in his defensive zone are doing, he's got to know what the corner is doing. He's got to know what the receiver is doing, and he's got to make sure that the receiver is seeing the same thing he's seeing. So there's a lot of synchronicity that is involved with playing the tight end position. But I think that's the first thing is we have to highlight the intelligence of a tight end. Number 2, we got to highlight what they mean from an X's and O's standpoint. And you look at all these great tight ends, Shannon Sharpe, Tony Gonzalez, with the exception of Antonio Gates and Greg Olsen, but Shannon Sharpe, Tony Gonzalez, Rob Gronkowski, Greg Olsen, you just go down the line, Mike Ditka even. All these guys have been pivotal parts of historically great offenses, some of them even Super Bowl offenses. Third thing, the evolution of it. Antonio Gates, Jimmy Graham, Tony G, but specifically Jimmy Graham and Antonio Gates, the way they translated their basketball skills, shout out to Ball U Academy and 94 Feet of Life, the way they translated their basketball skills onto the gridiron. So the tight end position is so much more than these wonderful personalities, these great leaders, these sort of locker room tension easers. There's so much more than that. there's so much more value to a football team. And here at Views from the 22, it is no secret. We value tight ends a lot more than we value running backs and wide receivers.
And it makes sense because tight ends are starting to get picked a little bit higher and higher in the draft as they see the value. Superhero, what you think?
Well, being synonymous, they are the superhero of the offense. If you want to really take it to be the person there, they're the person that is most of the time vigilant in a lot of things that they do. That is the person that you take over and you help with the swing tackles who are a little bit when you got some of those quicker left ends that take the field. Those are also the people that they put in that tight end position actually kind of start that hybrid role, which is the H-back role. That role, which was from a tight end or me not having a natural fullback, so I had a tight end play the H-back role.
Nice.
So if you look at those type of things in particular, like it's just a lot of things that the tight end adds to the offense, and why the tight end is more important than receivers, just in particular. The tight end it's not just blocking. Sometimes the closer the receiver is to the formation, which is why you see slot receivers get a lot more attention, a lot more catches, opportunities for catches. Being closer to the quarterback does matter because if you look at it from a standpoint, a lot of these teams, they do these block and release plays now. So they'll block for two or count 1, 2, and then they'll release into a pattern. Those things have become a lot harder to guard because of the speed and the adjustments that the defenses have had to make because of that. So the spies that we see sometimes aren't just because of the quarterbacks. A spy sometimes can be, hey man, they do a lot of things with delayed actions or delayed things. So those are reasons why a tight end can be just as dangerous, if not more, than any other player on the field. And that's what I'll say, as my little piece for today, because Mo covered a majority of it. But remember this too. There's a reason why young quarterbacks, in my opinion, there's a reason why Pat Mahomes was able to win a Super Bowl early.
Makes sense.
It was because he had one of the best tight ends in the league. It's a reason why Brady took Gronk out of retirement when he went to Tampa Bay.
Makes sense.
And to even go a step further, there's also another reason why there was a 2 tight end set that Brady rode to a Super Bowl and almost won another ring with. And we were talking about his best historical season as a quarterback was with 2 tight ends as the focal point of an offense.
Yep.
2010, 2011, Brady was one of the more efficient quarterback runs that we ever saw. And the one thing that never gets talked about is they had the 31st ranked defense in the league over those 2 years. But yet he made it to a Super Bowl with the 31st ranked defense.
All right, so real quick, because we got to give the tight end day its flowers. So I want you to build your perfect tight end. Hands, speed, stature, feet, route running.
Can I be boring?
Go ahead. Shoot, it's your job. You just need Gronk, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna just say Gronk.
Just say Gronk. Okay.
The only thing I'll add is maybe like Tony Gonzalez's nimbleness and route running ability. I don't want to be boring, but I don't think people truly understand the overall ability of Rob Gronkowski. If I was to take it further, I would say route running, Tony G, speed, Shannon Sharp, and everything else, Gronk.
That ain't boring.
Everything else, Gronk. Yeah. Because like the 2 best blocking tight ends not named Robert Gronkowski that I've seen are Heath Miller and Jason Witten. Who Jason Witten, by the way, has the most receptions from a tight end in a single game with 18. Shout out to Jay Ham for that stat.
Oh wow.
But Gronkowski, as a blocker, was just as good, if not better than them. Everything else, good, Jen. But if I had to say perfect, it would be those 3 things. Good.
It's like this. Like Gronkowski was the best laterally of the 3 that we're talking about when we talk about blocking. because laterally is where when the Patriots used to kill people with that wham block for the trap play.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, they averaged like 6 yards of carry on that play.
Literally.
Just because he was able to not only, that's a pulling tight end type of situation. If you can pull a tight end and he can block a 350-pound player, that does take away a lot of things in the equation. And see, that right there in itself, people don't understand. And the reason why people don't talk about the things with Gronk the way that they could talk about it is because people like to use the longevity argument as part of things. And I tell people all the time, people couldn't stop Ron Gronkowski, so they threw themselves at his knees.
Yeah.
This is not a thing. TJ Ward, like, it's on record, TJ Ward literally took out the man's knee. And Rob's like, damn, bro, like, why did you take out, like, if you couldn't guard me, just say that. Like, literally. So I need people to understand. Bernard Pollard almost ripped the guy's ankle out of the socket in that game, which ultimately, because they could have cost Brady another Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, I think Gronk is going to get a couple of those categories. I think Tony G is probably another guy that you'll probably say. Some people may say that they want Tony G's hands, which that's subjective. I think Jason Witten probably has some of the best hands we've ever seen.
Yeah.
From a tight end. So I mean, I would think that, just to be fair and objective, that Jason Witten is a good person to have on their list as well. I'm going to be real conservative because I'm not even going to give an answer. I'm just going to give you some attributes and some players. And then if I say stature, Jimmy, like, let me just say this, man. Jimmy Graham's stature was effing incredible.
Yes.
Considering being 6'6", with being wiry like that, with his ability to jump is very, 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 very good. And ironically, he went to the U. But you know what I'm saying? But the thing that I need people to remember most about Jimmy is Jimmy played with Drew Brees. And Jimmy is the prime example of what I'm talking about when I say Jimmy Graham caught everything that Drew Brees threw his way for the most part. And Jimmy Graham actually even at some point had cornerbacks scouting and following him around because he was so damn good and such a mismatch for linebackers and safeties. So I need you to remember, if we talk about stature and the stature of a player,
yeah,
Jimmy Graham was probably one of the ones for that, just for that purpose.
To your point, I'm glad you brought up Jimmy Graham, because the one thing that needs to be brought up as we celebrate National Tight End Day, he changed the pay grade for tight ends.
He did.
That cannot be understated. That cannot be understated. Remember the whole, y'all gonna franchise tag me as a wide receiver, not as a tight end. And there was a lot of arbitration and this and that and the whole nine. The Saints ended up losing that battle. And as a result, the position won that battle for generations to come. So Jimmy Graham, a lot of things we can say about him. He cannot be overlooked in terms of his influence on the position. No doubt about it.
So, he was doing exactly what MJ's name say. He was minding his tax bracket.
That's the circle. So I will say this: give me the hands of Antonio Gates.
Okay.
The stature of Jimmy Graham.
Okay.
Shannon Sharp speed.
Okay.
Gronk's blocking.
Love it.
And this one might be interesting to you. Tony Gonzalez feet, route running.
Absolutely.
You give me those five, man. I might not even throw it to nobody else, bro.
No, for real. Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, I might hand it off.
So, yeah, give me the running abilities of Aaron Hernandez. All jokes aside. All jokes aside.
He was one of them. If we just look at it from a football standpoint,
yes,
that's a football player. That's a football player. That's not what Aaron Hernandez was able to do in those personnel groupings, bro. Is not anything short of incredible. Like, you talk about a dude that played every position. To bring most point to even more to the focal point, you realize when he said he's probably one of the smartest people in the offense, bro. Aaron knew every position X,
Mhm.
flanker, H-back, tight end,
Yeah.
running back,
Yeah.
fullback. If you needed him to play, like if you get when you get elite pass catchers, bro. Man, listen, y'all listen. Hey, hand me that bag over there. When you get elite pass catchers, they understand what the quarterback potentially is looking at every play. So not only do they understand that, that means they're also going to understand this thing called leverage. They're also going to understand one more thing, which is essential to route running. They're going to understand depth.
Mm.
And if you don't run a route at the right depth, that's the difference
Mm-mm.
between the ball at your knees,
Preach.
at your shoulder, at your head. But most importantly, it's the most important part of being able to say, we always talk about quarterbacks being accurate. The quarterback sometimes don't be the problem. It be the receiver not running at the proper depth.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
One more time, please.
Yeah.
It don't always be the quarterback being inaccurate. It is sometimes the receiver running the route at the proper depth. So if the depth is supposed to be 12 yards, and then you see the ball is down here, you probably didn't run it 12 yards.
I'm ready to cash app you ties right now, bro.
Bro, I was about to say, preaching. He a superhero Monday through Saturday and a preacher on Sundays.
Right. This man got all of the he got all of the feathers in his hat at this point. All right, so shout out to y'all tight ends. Now we're gonna go ahead and pivot to something else. Owners meetings have happened.
Yes.
And we're gonna go ahead and pass it along to Mo to share with you some of those things that happened in the owner meetings, and we'll go around the horn to talk about our brief thoughts. My thoughts are going to be minimal because I mind my tax bracket, but I doesn't mean I wouldn't mind hearing others. Mo, take it away.
Hey, I also wouldn't mind elevating to their tax bracket.
Of course.
Let's just keep it at that. But a couple things, and we don't want to spend too much time on this, but a couple things that I want to just bring to the forefront, and then we can go from there. Here at the scene, views from the 22, 94 feet of life, Ball U Academy, the dish. We have constantly preached culture. And we look at the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think a lot of that noise is much to do about nothing, personally. Like the toxic behavior in me wants me to interpret AJ Brown's caption of using me but not using me as in, hey, they're utilizing me, but they're not taking advantage of me. And by that's just me. You talk, but there's so much noise going on there, yet the locker room still seems very united. Like usually when you have this much noise around a Super Bowl hangover team, there's a fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Not happening here. And I thought Jeffrey Lurie's comments when he talked about, well, the reason it's not a problem for us is because we welcome it. We welcome intensity. We welcome different personalities. Because when you walk into that building, the GM is intense, the head coach is intense, and the players are intense. And the one thing he mentioned was he said, and Jeff Lurie's been around the NFL for a long time.
Yeah.
Jeff Lurie's been around business for a long time. Very successful individual. One thing he said was Nick Sirianni is one of the best connectors of people. That is something that, to me, that little statement weighs so much and relays so much information as to why this team is the way they are. And then when you look at the quarterback, who's just a reflection of everything they are, that's important. So when we talk about culture, this is one reason why we say culture is so important, because despite turmoil and outside noise and etc. and diva behavior, as we label it, there's still the collective goal. And Jalen Hurts, we talk about bars that I've heard this week. One of my favorite things I heard this week. My focus is singularly on the collective.
Yes.
Beautiful bar.
Yes.
Now, in contrast,
oh boy,
even though they wear the same color, even though geographically they're not that far apart, there are another owner that spoke, and his tone and his message gives you everything you need to know about why the Eagles are going this way and why the New York Jets are on a constant crash landing.
I knew it was coming.
Woody Johnson. I got to be careful talking about planes. One of the things that New York Jets owner mentioned, my God, it's so bad. He said, in defending Aaron Glenn, and coddling Aaron Glenn, I would even go. He mentioned that it's hard to win when you have a quarterback with the rating that he does. Even went further with his defecation of an outstanding young man, mind you, and said, it's hard when you can't even complete a pass.
Damn.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. You are the owner of a football team. You are the boss of the bosses in the city of New York. And this is what you do? You have the league owner meetings in the middle of the season. And this is the message that you choose to convey to your team, to your quarterback, that, mind you, you paying $40 million over the next 2 years, whether you like it or not. And this is what you choose to say? To me, inexcusable.
Yeah.
And not becoming of a leader.
Mm.
Bosses don't wear shorts.
They don't.
Woody Johnson fell short
Ooh.
of the boss's duties this week. And I thought it was very disappointing. And as our boy Big Shot says,
Hey, man.
call your agent.
Listen, I'll say this with it, because what Mo just did was just gave us education, one-on-ones of business. Ones on human interaction, one-on-ones on relationship. He gave us the one-on-ones. So I'm going to even simplify it for you even more. 2 types of people on this planet, players and fans.
Simple.
2 types of people.
Yep.
No matter what your position is, you're still going to be either a player or you're going to be a fan.
Mm-hmm.
How players handle things. They're consistent. They understand we over me. They understand trusting a process. They understand consistency. They understand dedication. They understand sacrifice. They understand not to get too high, not to get too low, because it's not about the results. It's about the process. It is about the learning and the journey. Fans, we need y'all too, but y'all pretty much just riding a roller coaster of consumption.
Love it. Love it. Gary, any thoughts on this matter?
So here's the beautiful thing, right? So I was kind of looking at some more of the reference points from that situation now. So GM.
Yeah.
Head coach.
Yes. Yeah, you of all people have great perspective on this from that standpoint.
I'll say this, right? GM's job is talent acquisition. Head coach's job is to, for lack of better terms, to help develop the talent and things of that nature, or develop the talent, whatever you want to call it. The head coach signing off on somebody that they would like, and the GM going out and getting that person or getting a player that coach is looking for, is the number one thing that I would want from a GM head coaching standpoint. Period, point blank. Whether it works out or not, I'm willing as the GM to do whatever the coach asks me to do, as long as it is not detrimental to my said football team. We are in year 1 of an experiment where our offensive line lost our best player.
Yeah.
We are still trying to figure out what else we have besides Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Our defense has taken a step back, not because of anything other than the league that we play in. And most importantly, we brought in a first-year head coach, and we gave him minimal support.
Minimal.
Hold on, we gotta take a, So I'm gonna use that as a reference point to my first general manager job. I was put in a store on an island by myself with no assistants, managers who work part-time, and I worked 3 months straight until I got manager certified and ready to go. So that means I had to train and develop while still training and developing myself, while also running a $50,000 plus a week store. You said 50,000 a week don't sound like nothing. Okay, well, that 2.5, $2.8 million a year evaluation will tell you something different.
Yeah.
So in this business where I work, fast food, transactions are king. So how do you train somebody on how to be fast? There is no way to train somebody on how to be
Yeah,
fast.
you don't.
Speed comes with repetition. It
Yep.
comes with repetition, number one, but comes with confidence. It's no different than this quarterback position, because the speed of the game is always going to be the first thing that you try to get the quarterback to adapt to. And then from the speed of the game, then from that point, you want that to transition over to him understanding what he's seeing quickly so he can identify and react. But what does that come with? Time and repetition.
On repetition.
So we just put the whole thing into perspective in that particular way. Now, the reason why those things are being said is this is Justin Fields in year 6 or 7, still trying to get that because he doesn't get the adequate opportunity to still develop, because we have a shorter window for quarterbacks, as we keep talking about. And now, since the window is this short, it takes a quarterback probably 4 to 6 years to really get comfortable in the league. Look at Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes looks like a wily veteran right now, but he's been in the league now 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts has been a part of so many winning programs and so much winning over his career that the reason why he's able to adapt to this is because he's been a winner for so long.
With adversity.
Exactly. He started, he's been benched, he's done it all.
Yeah.
2020 Pyrex vision, catch the context then next to my kitchen. It's right there.
Maroli ain't
I need
taking
people
our
to
ball.
understand. Exactly. So you take it from that standpoint, and why I'm slowing it down to really make sure that we get that point, and why we bring these things into life is because, just like MJ said with the fans part, as a fan, you don't really understand everything that goes on and goes into a game plan. You don't understand everything that goes into the weekly preparation in general. So this general manager, as much as the general manager is out here doing their job, the head coach is out here doing their job, for the person above you. So now we're talking director of operations, right? The person for the director of operations to come and say, the person with the pocketbook, for them to come and say they don't feel like you are using their pocketbook properly after you've put in time, meetings, all of these different things, all of this equity into all of these resources, and for you to come back and say you don't like the way I'm spending your money because you would rather see a certain type of quarterback, which is what I'm getting from this, by the way. It comes as a slap in the face.
Yeah.
And it also comes off as you are micromanaging your pocketbook. And when you micromanage your pocketbook and you're not a football person, that equals no success. Shout out to Jerry West.
Just a couple of things to bulletin point everything you just said before we move on.
Yes, sir.
When he talks about training for speed, and it doesn't matter what industry you're in, whether you're in the fast food industry, whether you're in the logistics industry, whether you're in the medical field, like, you can't train speed. You can train for situations, train for repetitions, especially because, just like football, those fields that we're discussing, it's a constantly fluid environment. No one situation is the same. You have different customers who approach the line for different orders. You have different drivers driving under different weather conditions, different packages they're trying to deliver, different route constructions. You have patients that have different needs. Even if they're on the table with under anesthesia, there's still different blood pressure and oxygen levels and health
Mm,
risks.
yeah,
Every situation is fluid. So adaptability is a necessity for survival.
absolutely.
And I think when you look at the New York Jets, there
Time
has
out.
been
Say that again. Speak with your chest.
That was a scheme, bro.
adaptability is necessary for survival. And the New York Jets have not
Talk
adapted,
to him.
they have not evolved, and I think it's oh my lord.
It's different.
It is different. I'm sorry. We're talking about the New York Jets. I'm sorry because we just dropped heat. So we're gonna have to clip that for the promotional purposes and leave it there.
I gotta go on the grind, bro.
Nick Mangold has passed away.
Oh man, R.I.P.
It's crazy what we were just talking about.
R.I.P. Man.
Jets,
Damn.
medicine.
Damn.
I apologize. I couldn't
speak-
keep going.
Yeah, you didn't speak it in existence, bro. It was
I'm
guys.
not saying I did, but
I know.
dog.
Yeah,
RIP to
Yeah.
one of the greatest
Great.
players in Jets history.
absolutely.
Praying for his family. I think we have to leave it there in transition. I apologize. That shit
No,
just
no.
caught me way off guard.
No,
But yeah, we'll cut that and clip it and promo it. We got what we needed for that. But yeah, just the Jets, you got to evolve. Look at Aaron Rodgers, Robert Saleh, you name it. There's so many players and coaches that have left that organization and thrived or regained their form. So Woody Johnson, the Jets have an ownership issue. And when you have an ownership issue, doesn't matter what you bring, doesn't matter what variables you put into the equation, the dominant constant is going to overrule it all. And we leave it at that.
yeah. I mean, when your owner has a fandom mentality, they're just chasing a high or a low.
Right.
So
Not an end
the
result.
recipe for victories is repetition and consistency. So if you're just chasing a feeling, you cannot be consistent.
This is crazy, bro. Keep
Yeah, this
talking.
is yeah.
You can't be consistent if you're chasing a feeling.
Listen, is this thing
Because
going?
sometimes that consistency ain't gonna feel good.
Are y'all listening?
Sometimes that consistency is gonna be boring.
Because greatness becomes what?
Say it.
Man, listen, y'all. I'm sorry, man. Everybody get on here and be talking, but when we be talking to y'all don't like. I'm just starting to understand. In the reality of things, man, the world as it should be is we should like real stuff. But I noticed that we like the Fugazi stuff. We like the Bugatti because it looked good. But that bad boy can't make it up a hill if it was snowing. I don't get it.
And right then and there, I'm pivoting to the games because
Let's do it.
Following that.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That man, all right. So, like I said, I'm not gonna try to sell you guys on the importance of these games because should be easy money for you guys. And it's 11 games. We're gonna try to get this started in 11 minutes, and then we're gonna party and talk some shit with y'all. How about that?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So New York Jets, Cincinnati Bengals. The spread is 5.5 plus New York Jets. Money line is plus 225, negative 275 for the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals is playing at home. Over under is 44.5. Injury reports, please.
Sauce Gardner is out. Garrett Wilson is out. But Jermaine Johnson and Breece Hall should be playing, although you can't tell if Breece Hall is playing because they only ran the ball 3 times last week in the second half. But you want to go blame the quarterback. Okay. Look, Vegas loves Cincy this week. You got certain places where you can take them you could take 6 points. You could even go as high as 7 points. But at that 5.5, I am very comfortable taking Cincinnati to cover in this game. Like, there's a lot happening. There's a lot of things that could go wrong, obviously. This is the NFL. But without Sauce Gardner, I think they are going to be in pursuit of Chase all day. I think this Bengals offense is going to tee off on the Jets. So give me the Bengals to cover because it's best for business.
Listen, may the chase continue. Bengals 30, Jets 6.
Hey man, you can bank on Chase. All right, moving forward. We got Miami and Atlanta.
Yes.
So Miami's 1-6, Atlanta's 3-3. The spread is 6.5 in favor of Miami, giving them Miami 6.5 points. The money line is plus 290 for Miami winning, negative 380 for Atlanta winning. The game is in Atlanta in the Dome, Mercedes-Benz, the best stadium in the NFL, if you ask for my humble opinion. The 44.5 is the over and under. Mo, take it away.
Yeah, so news came out as we were doing the show. Drake London is officially inactive in this game, which I was going to talk about Darnell Mooney as is, because I think Darnell Mooney is going to be most happy with Kirk Cousins playing today, especially when he is their true deep threat. But without Drake London, that sort of changes things now. It might force Kyle Pitts more into the game plan. And we saw Kirk Cousins and Kyle Pitts don't really have a great rapport. So that actually makes this game a whole lot more interesting now without Drake London. The rest of the injuries, Dolphins are without both their tight ends. Darren Waller is on IR for the next couple of weeks. Julian Hill is out today. Jalen Waddle, Elijah Campbell, and Storm Duck all should be played. But obviously, Kirk Cousins is in, which means Michael Penix is out. Tyler Algier is questionable with a hip. And for the Falcons, Drake London is also out. Billy Bowman is out. Divine Diablo is out, which is a crazy name. And rookie Jalen Walker is out. Look, both of these offenses combined for only 16 points last week. That's not good. Now, the Falcons defense, even though they got these injuries, they do have some bright spots. They're actually top 10 in points per game allowed. They're pretty good at keeping teams out of the red zone. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. The fact that Drake London is out makes me really question what's going to happen, because last week, without Christian McCaffrey, this 49ers offense would have done nothing. So I expect Devon Achane to have a huge game if the Miami Dolphins want to finally get a respectable win. I'm still going to go with Atlanta because that's who I picked before the show. But now without Drake, it makes me a little nervous, but still give me the Falcons.
All right.
Drake? Oh, man. Well, no, listen, man. This is really easy for me. If Kyle Pitts is about what he said he's supposed to be about on a day that he should let him out, then let's go. I'm picking the Falcons. Give me the Falcons today. I just don't think the Dolphins is good at all. Like, I don't like nothing that they do.
No. That locker room is
their running back's name is like a mixture of Acme, HN, and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it.
Yeah, the culture of Miami is not good right now. At this point, as long as they're in Vegas, I will bet against them and the Jets anytime you see it. That's a 2-leg parlay right now waiting for you. That's damn near human. All right, moving right along. We got the Bears and the Ravens. They're playing at the Ravens. Bears got the spread of plus 2.5. Let me repeat that. The Bears 4-2 got the spread of plus 2.5 with the Baltimore Ravens. So they're giving the Bears points. All right. So total 44.5 is over and under. You get a plus 120 if you pick the Bears to beat the Ravens, and it's a negative 140 for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is not playing. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. So please continue.
Yeah, so the Lamar Jackson has been downgraded to out. I know a lot of people saw the news that the NFL is looking into that situation and how the Ravens handled all that. I don't think a huge fallout is going to come from this. I don't think they're going to get fined. I highly doubt it. If they do, a very small slap on the wrist for somebody in that tax bracket. Nothing significant, I believe, is coming. The issue stems from Lamar Jackson practiced on Friday, but Lamar Jackson practiced with the scout team and the backups on Friday. He did not practice taking the first team reps. And this collective bargaining agreement states that if a player practices, but he doesn't take his first team reps
Mm,
and he's a usual starter, you cannot list him as a full participant.
wow.
So the Ravens, Lamar practiced with the scout team. They listed him as a full participant. He's usually the starter. He didn't take reps with the starters, so he should have been listed as limited. And that's where the whole drama comes from. I don't think anything big is going to come from it. They downgraded him to out yesterday, which is rare. Usually, you got a starting quarterback who practices on Friday. You expect him to play. We'll get into this tomorrow, Germ, but I'm going to do some research on when was the last time a quarterback missed a month due to a hamstring injury. Bit of a situation to talk about, and we'll talk about the Ravens tomorrow night as well. Rest of the injury report, the Ravens, with the exception of Lamar, are relatively healthy. They got their entire starting defense back. The Bears, not so much. Cole Kmet is out. Roshan Johnson is out. Kyler Gordon is out. Tyreek Stevenson is out. Braxton Jones is out. But the key cogs are still there. And one of those key cogs is DeAndre Swift, back-to-back 100-yard rushing games. This run game for the Bears has been pivotal, more pivotal, as the way their defense has played over the last few weeks. That has been a huge part of what springboarded them into this 4-game winning streak. And this might be some news to people. It was news to me. The Bears lead the league in turnovers, not the offense. The Bears defense,
Yeah.
The Bears defense leads the league in turnovers. I was really gonna go with Baltimore without Lamar, and this is where we'll talk about John Harbaugh more. Without Lamar, I don't think they have a chance today. And that to me speaks to a much bigger roster construction issue than anything, because you got a plenty other backup quarterbacks starting today,
Oh, joy.
but we feel like they'll be competitive enough. Meanwhile, with Baltimore, we feel like they have no chance against anybody without Lamar. That's a organizational problem, and nobody should be absolved from it. Give me the Bears. The Bears.
Germ.
Germ. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's formulating. I could just feel it. Yeah, okay, there we go. We got you.
I just want to know, as I laugh. Oh man, I told you, crab cakes, Baltimore, trash. You know what he said? Trash. Give me the Bears, man. Bear down.
No.
I just want y'all to know the Bears finna football for y'all asses today, Baltimore. And it's gonna be a steady diet, and it's gonna be swift. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get more and more. You know what I'm saying? And it's just at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's no way to say a doomsday. So
That's funny.
Yeah, this dude, bro.
I'm gonna keep the streak alive and keep picking against the Bears because it's working. Give me the Ravens. All right, moving on. We got San Francisco versus Houston. San Francisco plus 2.5 on the spread. Money line is plus 110 for San Francisco as well. Houston is hosting it. They got a negative 130 if you choose their money line. The over and under is 42.5. I don't know why y'all keep playing with San Francisco. Like, I don't get it. Like, why would y'all get them 2.5 points? That's what I'm like. Unless generally on paper, because I ain't gonna even say unless. Generally on paper, this stuff is a layup. Almost too good to be true, but I would say do not overthink it. Don't overthink it. This is football. I don't see San Francisco losing this game. I just don't.
Yeah. Dog. So this game is obviously one of the games that we talked about on the radio show. And I made a post about it on Instagram. Let's go to the injuries report real quick. Brock Purdy is out. Ricky Pearsall is out. Yatir Gross Matos is also out. Their center is out with a hamstring. Lenore is questionable, but he should play. Same with Renardo Green and Upton Stout. They're all likely to play. And for the Texans, Nico Collins and Christian Kirk are both out today. Probably shouldn't have traded away your left tackle. Probably shouldn't have traded away John Mechie, who was one of your best yak receivers last year. Probably shouldn't have done it. My opinion. It makes no sense, bro, that the 49ers keep winning games because they lost Bryce Huff after last week's game. So I don't know how they keep winning. I truly, truly don't. Meanwhile, the Texans, CJ Stroud is an enigma. It's a riddle what's happened with him. And now you got an absolute villain of a defensive coordinator coming in who just keeps finding ways to win. All right. Back to CJ Stroud. It's hard to evaluate a quarterback when you have the worst offensive line in the league and you have virtually no run game, averaging 3 yards per carry. So I don't know how you evaluate him. I just don't. I am still back and forth. I am still flip-flopping around.
This is a mulligan year for him. Until he get what he needs, we can't.
No doubt. Exactly. You just can't. It's hard to evaluate him. My score for this game, 12-9.
Take the under.
Who wins? Whichever quarterback gets hit the least. I got to pick a winner because of our pick'ems. I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers to win this game.
John?
49ers.
Okay. Moving right along, we got Cleveland versus the New England Patriots.
New England. New England.
Yeah.
New England.
I know.
New England.
Yes.
All Diggs.
We don't want to talk about it?
I don't even want. What we talking about?
There ain't nothing to talk about.
Nothing to discuss?
Nah.
No.
I'm happy for
the quarterback,
Mo,
bro. I'm not talking about this anymore.
I'm happy for you, Mo, because your team gets to go 6-2, or your ex team.
Yeah. You know, I still care about all my.
That's
exes,
what I'm saying.
So,
like,
yeah.
You want to see them do great in life.
Absolutely.
This is gonna be a little bad when I sing this song. But Stephen Streeter got a song. She be like, "How come my ex-boyfriend be my next boyfriend?"
Oh my God, bro! Oh
that's
my Lord!
Wild.
Yeah. I purposely saved that game because I knew we weren't going to be on that one for long. But for the gamblers, it's 7.5 spread going to Cleveland. Over and under is 40.5. 290 if you have enough cojones to pick Cleveland. Negative 380 if you pick New England. All right, moving right along. There's nothing to discuss there.
No.
New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Plus 7.5 to the New York Giants. 44.5 on the over/under. You get plus 300 if you pick the New York Giants. The Philadelphia Eagles, negative 400. They are obviously hosting it. One of the two losses the Philadelphia Eagles have is to the New York Giants, if that means anything. Injury report, take it away.
Yeah, my bad. Injury report. Where'd I put it? I'm looking because it's 12 o'clock, so a lot of inactives and actives start coming on my screen now. Paulson Adebo and Chauncey Golston are out for the Giants. Brian Burns should be playing. Same with Javon Holland. Kicker Graham Gano is questionable, so keep an eye on that because Younghoe Koo, let me say it the right way. Younghoe Koo will be the backup if he's there. For the Eagles, Adoree Jackson is out. A.J. Brown is out. Cam Jurgens is out. Azeez Ojabari is out. And Brandon Graham, who came out of retirement, is not active today, nor should he be, because I saw him walking in practice. That man is out of shape, okay? Now, I know I want to talk right now. I understand that. That's why I'm wearing black, because it's slimming. But I ain't playing professional football. I am very much in shape to do my show, okay? Brandon Graham is not in shape to go out there and play for 60 minutes on a professional level. Sorry. As far as this game is concerned, I'm gonna try to keep it simple. All right, the Broncos comeback is rightfully the story and the takeaway from that game, media-wise. For me, I don't watch the media. I don't listen to the media. I listen to interviews and I listen to Johnny Radio. Okay, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sir. Thank you. Every day, Sports 56 98.5 FM Memphis. To me, the biggest takeaway is Jackson Dart. He had his best game as a professional quarterback last week, and in a environment that has been a graveyard for quarterbacks. Mile High has seen the best of quarterbacks come and go and look haunted. And he played his best game, passing wise, decision making wise, some of the throws he was making. To me, the number one thing I want to see this week, okay, is we got to get Jackson Dart to the line of scrimmage quicker. Get the play in quicker, get him to the line of scrimmage quicker. That way, the communication and the adjustments needed, you have a lot more time. There was way too many situations last week where they snapped the ball late in the play clock, not because of strategy, because of lack thereof. So the number one thing I want to see from this offense is get him to the line of scrimmage quicker. Obviously, the bigger factor, Scatterboo. Another thing I want to see today from the Giants, I think now with Tyron Tracy Jr. back in the fold and Scatterboo, you see what he can do. There is a formation that is nicknamed the Pony Formation, where you have two running backs, two true running backs in the backfield, not a running back and a fullback, two true running backs. If I'm the Giants, if I'm Brian Daboll, who the quarterback and rookie running back has bought me another year of coaching.
Yeah.
If I'm that head coach and I'm putting together a game plan for the New York Giants, my number one formation moving forward is going to be the Pony Formation. Why? Because with the ability and the power running back ability of Scatterboo, with Tyron Tracy Jr.'s speed and ability to catch the ball, and with Jackson Dart's mobility, I can now have the most creative and dangerous option scheme in the league. And I think there is, to me, it's not even a question. Like, if I'm the head coach and if anybody's listening from the Giants organization, that needs to be our number one offensive formation this week and moving forward. You can do so many things off of it with the three skill sets of those guys. They complement each other so well. You could fake it to Scatterboo, have Dart go out to the edge. If they crash on Dart, oh, here you go, Tyron Tracy. You could fake it to Scatterboo, have Tyron Tracy run a swing. You could fake it to Tracy and turn around and give it to Scatterboo to run something off the edge between the tackles. There's so many things they can do with that type of personnel and that type of formation.
Yeah.
I know I said I'm going to keep it simple. Philadelphia, I still see a lot of philosophical flaws, and that needs to fix. I don't know how they fix it. The interior of their offensive line is a huge weakness, both pass and run. And I think if they want to win today, we need a running performance out of Jalen Hurts similar to what we saw in week 1. We need Dallas Goedert to be consistently available in the passing game. And without A.J. Brown, you got to get the ball in John Mechie's hands and let him see if he can break some big yak plays, yards after the catch. Obviously, Devontae Smith and Saquon are important, but those two are not going to be enough. This is a matchup-specific game plan for the Eagles if they want to win this game. I digress.
Good. Who you got?
Well, once again, my lock of the week is the Giants with the points.
Okay.
My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah. I think the Eagles squeeze it out, but I am not confident picking the Eagles.
John.
But I gotta pick a game. I gotta pick a winner because of our pick'ems.
Yeah.
But I'm betting on Giants with the points.
Okay, there you go.
I think the Eagles win today because they need to win today. Because you can't. It doesn't matter where you finish the season. Going to 0-2 to your division rival Giants is diabolical, and there is no way that you can justify that and say that you want to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion. And just to say this about Dart, I didn't really like some of the things I seen from his performance the other day, because he actually is probably the reason they lost the game. He kind of let them back in the game and really swung that girl called momentum right back to the Broncos in that pivotal drive where he threw that interception that turned out to be another touchdown and brought them a step closer. Because again, without a turnover, the game was over. Especially in the situation they were in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So you got to be really, really mindful of that. I think some of those throws, I think he got bailed out by just terrible coverage by Denver. It's
very true.
That whole drive, that whole last drive, he wasn't completing passes, and them bad boys. He was throwing a lot of passes that were over receivers' heads, behind guys, not accurate at all. So I mean, to be fair to performances, that wasn't it, Chief. And you know, it kind of the football gods at the end kind of said, "You don't get to win this game, my guy, my good fella."
My good fella, I like that. So, who you got? So you got Philly?
Yeah, I'm taking Philly today.
Okie doke. So these next two games should take us no more than 30 seconds to break down, if even there's no breakdown required. Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts. Just tell me the name.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, just say it.
Jonathan Taylor.
There you go. Sure. Yeah, we know what that is. For the gamblers, 14.5 spread for the Tennessee, plus minus 48. If Tennessee wins, you get 800. If Indianapolis Colts win, it's a negative 1,600. So there you go.
Let's be honest here. You can take that spread and you can move it down to 10 points, 9.5, and you still come out victorious on this. Okay.
If you're the Colts.
Yeah, for the Colts.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Move it down to 9.5, get the 10 points, be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be comfortable. Because that's the time of the year we are. Be comfortable.
Be cozy.
Well, fun fact. If you bet $10 on the Titans money line, you are donating $10, just so y'all know. Jeffrey Simmons is out. Calvin Ridley is out. Arden Key is questionable. And then Bukum is out for the Colts. Give me the Colts, man.
All right. So Tampa Bay, New Orleans, man. Like, yes, at New Orleans, you know, you could make it negative 3.5 for Tampa Bay. 45.5 is the over-under. Negative 215 to Tampa Bay wins, plus 180 if New Orleans wins. I know it's a conference game, but nah, I'm not even going to play with. Again, this is not a week to just play around and try to be cute. Don't be cute. Have a bonnet on, you know. Have those candy cane pajamas that your mom bought you for Christmas 2 years ago. Ain't nothing cute about this week. Just get to it.
Agreed.
Up all the way to the birdie boiler.
Yeah, I mean, look, injury report-wise, no Evans, no Irvin, no Godwin. Hassan Reddick is also out today. But the good news is that Ibuka is completely off the injury report.
Nice.
He shouldn't have played last week, and you could tell it was bothering him. And Baker had the worst game of his career in a long time last week. Overthrows, underthrows, bad decisions. Good remedy today against the Saints, both run and pass. I expect it to be close because these two teams are always close. That 4.5 is the tease of the week with New Orleans at home. Give me the Bucks to win. I'm going to go 26-22 Bucks.
Okay. John Bucks, right?
Yeah, but that 4.5 really got you scared?
It does.
Man, that village ain't got that much voodoo in it for them to win. Spencer ain't got no rat in that lift. So let's go ahead and let's go and get this out of here. You're the Bucks.
Last 3 games, we got 15 minutes. I want y'all to shout out to y'all for being even able to stretch that product and make it like entertaining. Because I didn't know how we was gonna go beyond 11 minutes with that one. So salute to Views for 22, but still giving good football information despite the matchup probably not being overwhelmed. The matchup being underwhelming.
NFL, MJ, your deficiencies and your flaws, we love you all.
MJ, you got a man who they call chef. You got another man in the food industry. We good at working with the dough.
Yeah, facts. I like it. Yeah, it's been bars. It's been isms all through this show. Yeah, y'all rewind this again, bro. Please. It's ism all through. So we got Buffalo and Carolina. The game of the afternoon or of the morning afternoonish. Negative 7.5 is going to Buffalo. The surprising Carolina Panthers are 4-3. How? Don't ask me.
Dog.
47.5 is the over and under. Buffalo Bills got a negative 425. Carolina having a plus 320. Carolina, they are playing at home. And Buffalo, the last 2 weeks, for whatever reason, they just refuse to give the ball to James Cook and don't look good when they don't give the ball to James Cook.
Facts.
So really, I would say stay away from this game because you don't know if they're going to give the ball to James Cook or not.
Look, man, they better get a ball to James Cook. They better. This is a you better special with the Bucks, with the Bills, and the Panthers. Here's a fun fact. One team is on a 2-game losing streak. The other team is on a 3-game winning streak. Guess who is who? You would have never thought that coming into this game, it would be the Panthers on a 3-game win streak, and it would be the Buffalo Bills overdue on a 2-game losing streak. I have a lot to say, but I ain't going to say none of it because this is a you better special. Injury report. Matt Milano is out. Keep an eye on Terrell Bernard. We don't know if he's active yet or not. I'm doing the show. I don't know if somebody could figure that out. He was questionable coming into this game. Taylor Rapp is on IR. Not the worst news, no offense, because he is a liability. Question is, who's going to be that guy? They got 3 potential replacements on that roster, including veteran Jordan Poyer, who has not played this year, including their rookie, Jordan Handlock. See what he can do. They got a special teams guy who's their gunner, but he's also a safety. So very important to see who they're going to put in that safety position, especially with the trade deadline looming. But without their 2 linebackers, Germ's boys, Rico and Chico, I'm going to call them Rico and Chico. That is a very cool tandem. Andy Dalton is going to allow them to play on time with XL and Team Mac, nicknames all over for the Keep Pounding squad. Very intriguing game. Regardless, it's a you better special, but I'm taking the Panthers with the points. It's too good.
Okay. John.
Bills win, but Panthers with the points.
Okay. You know, this is the type of game, right? Where, what if I told you that if the Panthers turn around and hand the ball, though, the Bills wouldn't be able to stop them from doing so?
32nd ranked run defense in the league, Buffalo Bills.
Yuck.
And we're talking about a situation where Josh Allen is not looking very well, not looking very good throwing to these weapons right now. Keon Coleman, as much as we think he's going to be taking a step forward, he takes a step like to the side. Like he don't step forward, he step to the side. So it's like, that's not much progress. Then after that, Shakir is good when you use him in motion situations. For whatever reason, bro, it's just not. The product just isn't what it needs to be. And I'm just asking myself again, why do we pay quarterbacks $50 million and then we ain't got no money?
Bro.
You don't got no money. You don't got anything, man. You don't got no money. I don't like, what is going on here, man? So give me, oh my God, man. Only thing I like that got Buffalo winning is wings. Give me, I'll take,
oh my goodness, dog.
Carolina. Go ahead. Go Carolina.
We have 2 Carolinas. I'm just going to just assume that because this is the NFL team, they have some type of competence to go into the film room and be like, you know what? Maybe we should hand the ball off more. Give me Buffalo. Because if they do that, they're going to win.
Listen, James been trying to cook for weeks now, and they won't even let him in the kitchen. So then we're gonna take him to the home of the cookout, the starting place of cookout, and think that he's gonna be cooking out? No.
Hey, this is a role reversal. This is me talking about how the world should be, and Germ telling me what it is.
Oh, you know what? Maybe because you trying to tell the world the right thing to do. Maybe the world may listen to you. They don't listen to me.
I don't got that type of authority, sir. Moving right along. Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. +3.5 Dallas Cowboys. 51.5 is the total. They are playing at Mile High Stadium. Mo did talk about quarterback struggles there. Money line is plus 155 for the Dallas Cowboys. Denver Broncos is negative 185. Sneaky good game. I'll let Mo
Oh, yeah.
look on this one.
No doubt about it. I actually threw away my injury report. Where'd I put it? Demarion Overshone, Siobhan Revel, Cooper Beebe, and Donovan Wilson are out. Tyler Guyton is questionable. The Broncos, on the other hand, relatively healthy. Let me tell you something, man. I have no interest in talking about this game, not because of the reason you think, simply because I just want to see this game. I am beyond excited for this game, MJ.
Yeah.
You have strength versus strength.
Yes, sir.
Literally. This is what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. Third best offense, third best defense. Despite the numbers, I don't even think that does it justice because this Cowboys offense can overwhelm you at times.
Oh, yeah.
This Broncos defense can drown you at times.
Mm.
Benito, Pat Surtain, go down the list. Dak, CeeDee Lamb, George, I can catch it wherever you throw it. Pickens, Ferguson, Javonte Williams, Jadon Blue, an offensive line that has played proficiently well.
Yeah.
And we can talk about some
weapons. At least last week he did. If he's balancing them weapons, they scary, and that's all we ask for. Show the balance. So
I'm going, believe it or not, logistically, Broncos should win this game.
Okay.
But for the sake of entertainment, give me the Cowboys to win this game 35-34.
Oh, I like. Jerm, talk to him.
Because I just worry about if the Cowboys can score in the red zone. That is my biggest question mark in this particular game. I think from a George Pickens standpoint, I think you're starting to see the transition and the passing of the torch of let's get this guy the ball deep down the field and see if he can clean up all the stuff in the intermediate area. Let's see if we can use this formula and it transition into what it should transition into. But most importantly, these two players help your running game so much with this team. Not because of anything other than because when Dallas is good at passing the football, they're normally really, really good with delayed handoffs and any type of things that they're doing with their running game. And their running game is a big catalyst for their passing game success and vice versa. But I really like it when Dallas is balanced. When they're able to run for 100 plus and give you 250 in the air, that it's just nothing more satisfying because that is a team that has all of the components to beat anybody on any given Sunday because of four. I mean, as much as y'all don't like four, y'all need to respect four.
Four can scope.
Four know how to scope. Now, with that being said, I want to know more now about this team is. This is the game, though, that I think the tight ends for. Let's attack the linebackers and let's attack the safeties for Denver, because that's where I think we need to be. We need to be focused. So I need to see Blue, I need to see Javonte Williams, and I need to see Schultz. I need to see them really, really active up the seams on some out routes. Get these guys moving and get this defense flowing in different directions. I want to see some really good misdirection today. Because I want to make Denver cover every blade of grass today. And I want to make sure that when I hit them for a big play, I want it to hurt. Big plays hurt good defenses. I don't care what you say. They hurt good defenses.
Oh, yeah.
We want to hurt this defense today. We want to drop about 6 to 7 big plays on them that let them know that we have arrived offensively. Not for the sake of entertainment, for the sake of matchups. I don't know if Bo Nix can play the way he played last week and win a game against the Dallas Cowboys. Give me Dallas today.
All right.
Love it. I love it.
All right. So I'll go ahead and go Dallas as well. Last game on the docket, Green Bay Packers, Pittsburgh Steelers, the homecoming of A-Rod, other 12, whatever you want to call them. Green Bay -2.5, Pittsburgh Steelers +2.5. They are at home. Pittsburgh is at home. The over-under is 45.5. Pittsburgh, you get +140 if you pick them, -165 if you pick Green Bay. This is between that and the Dallas game. I don't know which one is the game of the week. We'll just go co-game of the week, to be honest. So yeah. I'll let you cook, Mo.
I mean, obviously, like a lot of the attention on this game. You know, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, Lambeau Field, even though it's not going to be in Lambeau Field. You know, Aaron has said, we got 2 minutes. Aaron has said that the Steelers or the Packers or the AFC, true in a lot of ways. No Van Ness, no Dontavian Wicks. I may go live later today. For the Steelers, Calvin Austin is finally back. He's going to be pivotal. For the Packers, Christian Watson is going to be there. I am just beyond excited for what's going to unfold tonight. The energy is going to be great. The stadium is going to be loud. I'm going to do something a little later before this game to sort of commemorate Aaron Rodgers' time in Green Bay. This is a bad matchup for Pittsburgh. But emotionally, I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this football game. True?
Listen, man, let me go ahead and break y'all hearts real quick. Pittsburgh, y'all need to get y'all asses up, and y'all need to be up for this game, and y'all need to cheer y'all Steelers on tonight because they're gonna need some help. They're gonna need some help because Professor Jordan Love is out here putting it down. And he is going to be very, very interesting this week to stop because I'm going to tell you now, with Christian Watson back in this fold, with the speed that they're going to have on this offense, I expect for them to attack Pittsburgh with reckless abandon up and down this field. I expect Josh Jacobs to get this ball in the passing game and abuse Patrick Queen today. Not because I don't like the Steelers or anything of that nature. I just think Patrick Queen plus Josh Jacobs equals child abuse. I just don't think it's anything good coming from this today. I think this is just bad. And then on National Tight End Day, they got a guy named Tyler Kraft, who I think his family got that Kraft cheese money. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Hey.
I think the Packers are going to spank that ass tonight.
Okay.
And I think not only that, I think Jordan Love got something to prove.
He does. He does.
I think he's trying to show, hey, Aaron, you was holding up, you was just taking up space when you was here, big dog. I got this. Pass me the Super Bowl this year, baby. Let's go.
Hey. I'm going to say it's going to come down to coaching. If it's going to come down to coaching, it's hard for me to go against Tomlin.
Love it. I love it. I know how you feel about
I love Mike. I love Mike. This ain't going to come down to the field like that, baby. What it's going to come down to is quarterback. And I think that the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, Mr. Professor Jordan Love, He getting ready to put the gluteus maximuses in the seats tonight, baby. Let's go.
Oh my God. Hey, before we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Before we take it out of here, my 4-leg parlay, $10 wins you $390. Tight end parlay special. Cade Otton, Tyler Warren, Jake Ferguson, Tucker Kraft. 4-leg anytime touchdowns. $10 wins you $390. Try it. You never know.
I might have to saddle up on that horse there, Seabiscuit.
So I'll just, I like to just freestyle one. So here's a parlay for you. Anytime touchdown parlay. Go ahead, sign me up for Jamar Chase. Sign me up for Drake May throwing 2. Sign me up for Jonathan Taylor. Sign me up for Ferguson. Sign me up for Scatterbo.
Love it.
And sign me up for... Nope, we're going to stop there. Don't get
Love
greedy.
it. I love it. Yeah, don't get greedy because
Don't get greedy.
the four legs I gave you, you could add Theo Johnson and Noah Fant if you want. Then all of a sudden, you're looking at $2,500 to $3,000 for
Yeah.
$10. Go ahead, Jerm.
I'm gonna give you all a real easy thing, right? Real easy. 3 legs. Pick the Bengals to win, pick Jamar Chase for a touchdown, and pick T. Higgins for 4 catches.
Love it. That's a simple one that in all likelihood is going to hit.
Nice. So, with that
Just know, real quick, MJ, I just want y'all to know that this betting is starting to become a matrix. NBA open tonight. I'm going to be on 94 Feet of Life, and I'm going to give y'all some game on that too. We've been on a streak here.
Like it. I like it. Germ know how to scope.
Oh my God, yo.
So, with that being said, we appreciate y'all time. Y'all go ahead and enjoy some football, some good food, some libations if that's what you want. If not, light an instant. Fuck it. Views from the 22. You got Mo. You got Germ the superhero. You got M drop the J because the fadeaway perfect. We signing out.
Take us home, True.
22. Enjoy the games, man.